Hey friends, Ash here with gentsscents. Hope you're doing really well. Today I'm going to be taking a look at one of the most popular releases from the house of Xerjoff Naxos. Look at that. Aged like a fine wine. This is known as one of the best pipe tobacco fragrances on the market. One of the best, the creme de la creme. In this video, I'm going to review the fragrance, let you know what I think about it, let you know whether I think it is, in fact, one of the best, and we'll check out this presentation as well, though the presentation is different now. But I'll still check this one out anyway. So, let's jump into it. And today's video is brought to you by Fragranceusa.com. I'll leave a link in the description, so make sure to check them out if you're looking for a new niche fragrance or a designer fragrance. And if you do order anything from there, use the code GENT15 because that will save you 15% off your entire order. Fragrance USA has great customer service, fast shipping, and everything there is completely authentic, so make sure to check them out and always use your code. Let's go ahead and check out this presentation. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it has changed. The bottle now looks like this right here. My bottle is the old school, kind of short, squat kind of bottle. Some people prefer this look, some people prefer the new look. I'll tell you, when the new look came out, I wasn't a fan. When I first saw the pictures, I thought, you know, I don't like it. It just doesn't look as nice. And then over time, and as I got them in my hand to check out, they grew on me. I like them a lot more now. So here we go, the presentation on Naxos. Xerjoff, really well known for having a fantastic presentation, both with the boxes and the bottles. So here is the front of the bottle, really nicely detailed stuff. You've got the Xerjoff logo, you have the name of the fragrance, you have the concentration and the size all right there. On the top of the box, you've got the name of the house. On the sides, you have some nice detailing and nothing on the back. On the bottom, you're gonna find your ingredients, your batch code, and your barcode. Batch code here is 26416W. Then your box opens up like so. You have this soft kind of pleather that sits over top of foam. And then on the inside, it says, "As one shall be our native land, there shall only be one Italian art." Box, really well done, very nice. It is bulky though, so I mean, some people might have an issue with that, I guess, because it's gonna take up a lot of space, but you get what you pay for, nice quality. And here we've got the bottle, looks fantastic. You've got the name of the fragrance, the house right there on the front. You've got Xerjoff on the cap. It does click into place, and you can tell those caps from a mile away. Nice and heavy in the hand as well. You have some further detailing on the back of the bottle. And on the bottom, you've got a sticker that has your batch code. And then you have a little Xerjoff logo on top of the atomizer as well. And I'll go ahead and waste a couple sprays for you. There we go. Atomizer's okay, it's not great. Now, let's finally talk about this fragrance. This all the freaking time, gets compared to Pure Havan by Mugler. And I've made that comparison myself as well, as saying that Pure Havan is a nice, inexpensive, or less expensive alternative to Naxos. And as well, because it gets compared to Pure Havan, that means it also gets compared to Ray and Tradition Insurrection Wild, because that is a clone of Pure Havan. So I'll go ahead and just get this out of the way right now. Naxos does have similarities to Pure Havan. It does. Does it smell the same as Pure Havan? No, it doesn't. There are noticeable differences between the two, both in quality and in scent. So while I would say, yeah, Pure Havan can be used as a cheaper way to get a similar vibe to Naxos, it's not the same. This one opens up sweet. It also has a zesty citrus when you first spray it on, and a slightly herbaceous lavender. And that's one thing you're not gonna find in Pure Havan, is that lavender note. At times in the opening, Naxos can come across a little bit camphorous to me. Now, I would imagine the vast majority of people that smell this are not gonna get that, so maybe I'm weird, but I do pick up a slight camphorous vibe. Now, when I say a slight camphorous vibe, I don't mean that it smells like Vicks Vapor Rub, like you spray it on and get hit with a big blast of it. It's just this slight, very slight undertone that sits beneath the sweetness, beneath the citrus, beneath the lavender. You've also got a really nice cherried tobacco that you pick up pretty much right away, that cherried pipe tobacco, and that's what this fragrance is most well known for. And the lavender specifically in this fragrance plays a very important role. It counterbalances the sweetness a little bit, because if that lavender wasn't there, then this scent would just go full-on cherry tobacco sweetness right from the get-go. And that would be just overriding everything else. The lavender kind of reins it in a little bit. Now I know that some people would prefer it just to go 100% sweetness right from the get-go, balls to the wall, sticky sweetness. But for me, I think that lavender provides a nice amount of depth, and it's important and it's needed. It gives the fragrance a touch of maturity, and that's hard to do in really sweet honey fragrances. And it gives it a semi-fougere feeling when you first spray this on. As it dries down, that lavender and citrus fade away and then disappear completely. And at that point, the cherried pipe tobacco becomes the most important part of the fragrance, the focal point of the fragrance. There's also some dusty vanilla in there and some sprinkled spices over top, but it's all about that tobacco leaf. It is more luxurious, it's deeper, it's richer, and it's more mature than pure havan. Pure havan is sweeter, so if you're after that sweetness, then maybe this would be the one you want. But if you want that honeyed, cherried pipe tobacco done in one of its highest forms, this is what you want. Now, don't take that as a shot at pure havan. I love pure havan. I really, really do. This is actually one of my most complimented fragrances of all time, and I've worn it in pretty much every situation possible or imaginable. I love this stuff. It's fantastic. It's just, this is another level up. In the far dry down of Naxos, you get a really warm tonka bean, melts together with that tobacco, and it just smells fantastic through to the end. Longevity here, fantastic, 8+ hours, really it'll last all day or night, and projection is above average as well. This one's gonna be better for fall and winter time, cool weather, cold weather, and it's good during the day or the evening. Maybe it leans ever so slightly toward nighttime wear, but it's good either way. This one is near universally appreciated. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, it is one of Xerjoff's most popular fragrances, and for good reason. If you're looking for a very high quality tobacco fragrance that's still wearable, that has a great complement factor and a good amount of versatility as long as the weather is cool, this should be one of your first stops, one of the first fragrances that you check out. This is one of my absolute favorite Xerjoff fragrances. I love tobacco scents in general as long as they're well done, and this one absolutely is that. It is fantastic. And if you've never smelled anything from the house, if you like tobacco scents, this needs to be one of the first ones you smell. There we go, guys. Xerjoff Naxos. Is it worthy of the praise it gets? Is it as good as most people say? For me, yes, it is. I'll leave a link in the description below to this fragrance at Fragrance USA's website. Again, Gent15 saves you 15% off. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for me. If you have smelled this fragrance, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. As always, thanks for hanging out with me today. Thanks for all your support. Stay safe out there, and I will see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys.